Have you ever been trapped on a website, clicking wildly through a maze of disorganized menus, while a glitching pop-up blocks your only way out? We have all experienced that exact friction. That familiar frustration is why academia and the tech industry realized traditional graphic design is no longer sufficient to build our screens. Designing for the web requires a completely specialized discipline. To understand how modern digital products avoid those dead ends and actually get built, we can look through the lens of an 11-day design sprint. Surviving in today's tech landscape means separating how a product looks from how it functions. We have to strip away the visuals entirely to see the logic underneath. This invisible structural architecture and behavioral logic is called user experience, or UX. At the foundation of UX is information architecture, the practice of taking a massive, chaotic pile of data and organizing it into clear, intuitive pathways. Before a designer even thinks about colors or fonts, they map out exactly how a user will behave, anticipating every click and scroll. UX is the blueprint of a digital house. If the foundation is cracked, no amount of expensive paint will keep the walls from collapsing. To test that architecture before writing a single line of expensive code, designers rely on interactive prototyping software like Figma. Take a look at this prototype for a VR video streaming app called Streamy. This welcome screen establishes the user's initial entry point into the system. From there, the UX maps out the journey. By sorting media into a logical grid of movies, TV series, and live TV, the interface categorizes the content to efficiently reduce the user's cognitive load. A good prototype ensures you never hit a dead end. Every single content hub links seamlessly out to secondary features, whether that's a watch party or the settings menu. Once the prototype functions smoothly, the team knows the digital skeleton is solid. It is only at this point that the visible layer gets applied. That visible layer is the user interface, or UI. This is the visual gateway you physically interact with on your screen. UI is made up of specific, tangible elements: the typography choices, the design of the icons, the spacing between menus, and the exact color palettes. If UX is the floor plan and the load-bearing walls, UI is the interior design, the lighting fixtures, and the fresh coat of paint over the drywall. But treating UI purely as an exercise in subjective art is a dangerous trap. When designers make choices based solely on their personal aesthetic preferences, things break. To keep users from abandoning an app in frustration, those aesthetic choices have to be validated in the real world through rigorous psychological testing. Which brings us to the climax of our sprint, day 11. This is the critical phase where the completed interface faces actual human psychology. To see how this works, we can look at an academic study designed to test exactly how UI elements dictate human behavior. Researchers gave participants a simple task: find 90 random animal names hidden within 25 dense paragraphs of text. To test cognitive friction, they manipulated the prototype's background color, rotating between white, a yellowish gray, and dark teal. This stress test provides hard data, proving whether a simple color choice dictates cognitive load. The baseline standard, a standard white background, failed almost immediately. Users universally despised it, experiencing instant high visual friction. This bar chart illustrates the problem. The massive peak represents the yellowish-gray page, slowing processing to a painful 13.5 seconds per animal. But with the teal variable, time drops sharply to 8.9 seconds, and total animals found spikes to 64. In their post-session interviews, the participants reported that the teal page reduced eye strain and was simply the easiest to browse. The aesthetics directly controlled their mental stamina. UX and UI are distinctly different disciplines. One builds the logic, the other builds the look. They must operate in perfect harmony. A truly successful digital product relies entirely on a seamless structural